This is Umar.
TV.
Yes, man.
Country Casas.
He's at home.
I know. I'm saying that's my guy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Country Casas. That's my guy, man. I've been knowing him for a long time. I've been knowing him like when he first started doing on this little iPhone.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's been a long time, man. He was in this thing for a long time, which is good.
Umar Ahmed, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're at the Garden, 3 days away from fight night, joined by trainer Johnathon Banks. Second fight with Gennady. You've had a proper camp this time. How's everything going with him?
Everything is good. I mean, the guy is 100% ready to go.
I think Sergey's forced one on with the bookmakers. What do you make of them odds?
One thing about odds, it's a guessing game, man. I don't pay attention to it. Like, I wouldn't know it if you wouldn't have just told me. You know, so I've been to what, 4-1 underdog before. So it doesn't those things doesn't matter. It's just guesses. So it doesn't matter.
I think people in boxing know how tough a test this is for Gennady. I think outside people are just expecting him to walk through Sergey. How do you see the fight going, Johnathon?
Sergey's definitely not a guy you walk through. That's number one. And as far as number two, I think he's a legitimate top contender. He's a good fighter, you know. But he had a war with Danny Jacobs, and he had a war with just about everybody he fought. So will he have a war with Triple G? Is that a guy he really want to trade wars with? I don't know. He had a war with everybody else. So what's gonna make Triple G different that he don't have a war with him? I don't know. And that's one thing. That's the thing about boxing is the unknown. We don't know what's gonna happen. So that's why it's gonna be. That's what makes it a great fight, and that's why it's gonna be a bunch of people there and people tuning in to watch it because it's the unknown.
Since you've started working with Triple G, what's the most significant change you've seen?
I don't know if it was a change or not, but his attitude is awesome. He loved boxing. He loved being in the gym. And I think his footwork have gotten a whole lot better.
Now, Gennady won't want to talk about anything else bar Sergey, but we are going to talk about potential future fights, all being well on Saturday night. Canelo's made some recent comments saying that trilogy fight won't happen. What was your reaction when you saw his comments, Johnathon?
When I saw who comments?
Canelo's comments. The trilogy
About,
won't happen.
I never seen it.
You haven't?
No, I don't pay attention. The only thing I pay attention to was what's directly in front of me. I mean, that's, to me, like, I get it. Media people have to look down the line because that's the story. But for me, I deal with what's in front of me. And if Canelo was in front of me, I don't know what I say, but I have a lot to say. But, you know, for me, he's not a thought. Because, I mean, he publicly said that's not a fight he want. But if the fight happened, you know, we'll see. I don't know.
Some people are suggesting that we've seen the best of Gennady Golovkin, but then arguably he won both fights against Canelo. I think 99% of people had him winning the first one. Second one was split. How did you see the second fight?
I thought he won. I mean, I thought he I thought he won the second one better than he won the first one. I thought the second one, it should have been a victory for G. And the first one, it's toss up whichever guy you like. But I thought he was robbed both times. My personal opinion.
Well, we expect a good fight on Saturday night and big things if Gennady comes through it. Johnathon, I do want to ask you about this rumour that keeps on going with Vladimir Klitschko. It's been going on for about a year and a half, I think, that he'll make a return. Can you make any comment? Do you know anything about Vladimir potentially returning to the ring?
I talked to Vladimir about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now. All I can say is anything is possible. That's all I could go on record and say.
Wow, okay. Sticking with the heavyweight division, I do want to get your thoughts on a much anticipated rematch live on DAZN with Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua. Thoughts?
I think it's going to be a good fight. I don't know Joshua's strategy. If his strategy is the same as it was the first time, then it's not going to be good for him. But if he changes up his strategy and uses his reach, then he got no choice but to win because this man is physically shorter, his arms are shorter, so why not use your reach and box from the outside and you can hurt him. It's already, we know Joshua can hurt him because he's done it. He dropped him already. So all he got to do is go back to using his reach, go back to boxing.
A bit like the Parker fight.
Say that again?
Just like Joshua Parker, like he boxed in that.
No, actually, how he started off boxing Uriz. He caught him with a short left hook, he dropped him, and only thing is, I heard somebody in his corner say, go back on the inside. I thought to myself, what? Well, I was just in a tall man like this that been way down here to the guy's comfort level. To me, that's just to me. That was insane to me. So it just depends on his strategy and his game plan, how he go win a fight. Is he capable of winning it? 100%. The man is super talented. He's definitely capable of winning it.
There's much debate about who the number one heavyweight in the world is. I think most people have either Fury or Wilder. Obviously, Ruiz is in that mix. Joshua's in that mix. Who do you see as number one, Jonathan?
I mean, going off the title and the defenses, you have to give it to Deontay Wilder, and I like Deontay Wilder. I mean, it's not nothing biased about him, but I like him. I think he's a good champion. I felt Joshua was a good champion. He's a good talent, and Wilder's to me is getting better. I'm noticing little differences in his fighting. He's getting better. I think Wilder's number one, but you could either tie him and Fury at number one because they fought to a draw. So you could tie them at number one, but I would give it to Wilder because he is holding the title.
Jonathan Banks, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Wish you the best of luck with Gennady on Saturday, and we'll catch a word after, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate it.